Good morning and hello to everyone. Today is a little day of shopping. We're down at the town center getting ready to go into Louis Vuitton. I need to get my initials placed in my agenda PM and see what else they have in there. So talk to you guys very soon. Hello everyone. The sad news of the day is my agenda PM was too smooth to do the stamping, so I did not get that completed. But while I was in there, I was curious about the new Brittany handbag. It came out on Friday. I saw the pictures and I was very excited about it. On my list of Louis Vuitton is the Normandy bag, and I think she's absolutely beautiful. But this new Brittany bag came out. They're kind of similar. That's why I was intrigued, a little bit smaller. So I went in and I took some look at her. Now, I haven't purchased her yet because remember when we talked about making your list and deciding on it and don't making please do not make rash decisions. Well, I didn't want today to be a rash decision, one that I might regret. So I went in and I spoke to NSA. My SA is not going to be there for a few days. So I was in really great hands with one I have not worked before. I was very honest and said, look, I'm not here to make the purchase. I am here to kind of see her and perhaps place her on my list of items. And she was really gracious to allow me to take a look at it. And those, I did take some pictures while I was there, and that's what I kind of want to share with you. This bag is absolutely incredible. So while I'm making my decision, I didn't want to punish you of any eye candy. So stay tuned, here she comes. Let me introduce you to my LVOE. This is Brittany. She is in the damier ebene with magnolia accents. Absolutely beautiful. I love this in a great contrast to what we're seeing with the ebene and the rose ballerine interior. Let me give you the dimensions while we're looking at her. Length is 11.8, height is 9.1, and width is 5.1. Here is a side view showing that 5.1 width. And I just wanted also to let you know that she retails for $2,490. Oh boy, I gotta tell you, I love, love, love this interior. She's sporting two large pockets on the side, two large compartments with a zip in the middle. Just exquisite. I wanted to give you a close-up on the interior so you could get a good look at that magnolia color as well as the hardware. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now here's a look at that zippered compartment. I wanted you to see that there's plenty of room for either like an iPhone 6 Plus or 7 Plus, or even maybe some credit cards. It is the one area that you're able to zip and keep it from, anyone being able to see it. Now, as I've mentioned before, honestly, by looking at the dimensions, it doesn't help me understand what will fit in the purse or how I will use it. So I asked the SA I was working with today. She very graciously placed some items in there. So what we're looking at in the first large compartment is the Sarah wallet. In the lower large compartment, we're looking at the small cosmetic bag. And up in the right-hand pocket on the side is the 6 key holder. Now, as you can tell, that 6 key holder fits in there very well to keep it organized, so when you need to grab your keys on your way to your car. I like that idea an awful lot. I'm also really impressed that the Sarah wallet, it's not one of the biggest wallets that Louis Vuitton has, but it's certainly not the smallest, and there's plenty of room for more. I can see, ladies, if um, let's say I moved to the new a new Agenda MM from the PM, I really think there would be plenty of room with that in there, or just all kinds of other items like my clear box of yummy goodness, or any of the other like gum, and I can't even think of what else would fit in there right now, but I think that, as you can see, there really would be plenty of room. I really love the strap options on this bag. The first option is to hold it in your arm, in the crook of your arm, which is always a very classy look. But there's also a lovely strap here so that you can use it not as a crossbody. The strap would be too short for that, but it becomes a lovely lower hanging handbag. Just beautiful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly how you know how much I love you. This is a picture of me in my entirety, which I try my best to never do. I wanted you to get a look of how beautiful she is when being carried. And, I also kind of wanted you to see, look, if you go in really early to the Vuitton shop on a Sunday morning, so they open up at 11, if you get there right when they open, it's really dead in there, and you can get the best treatment because they're ready to get going for the day, and the personal treatment that you will get is phenomenal until other customers start kind of pulling in for their time as well. So anyway, she looks absolutely gorgeous from the side. I think I'm really, really loving her. Now, remember me telling you when we spoke about going in to buy our first Louis Vuitton brand new, I said when you get in there and you try your bag, do the catwalk, walk all around the store and see how she feels on your arm. Well, that's exactly what I did because I am trying to make sure she's a very good fit for me in the future. I got very distracted by these two bag charms. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm not sure what bag they're going to go on, but I have to have one of them. And I am afraid that my Louis Vuitton list is getting longer and longer. Now I wanted to get a close-up so you could see the top of the bag and also how she closes. So there's two pink pieces here that come together, and I originally thought that they were magnetic, but they are not, and I'm going to show you a little more in just a second. Now, as you can see, this is just a snap. So it's a really good snap, was very secure. I did try it. And when it closes together, the close is pretty tight together. It's not, when someone is coming by you or when you're standing there chatting, they're not going to be able to see quickly into what's in your bag. And I think that's comforting for those individuals who might like to have a completely zipped top. I think that the items that you have in there are pretty safe, and for those things that you really want to protect, you could use that interior zip. Now this is the Brittany against the Normandy handbag. The one on the right is the Normandy, and that's the one I've had my eye on for a couple of months. Now, I think that I'm really leaning towards the Brittany, and here is why. Number one, it is a little bit smaller, and when I put the SLGs inside, I knew that I didn't need something a whole lot bigger. Now you may, and if you do, then the Normandy is really a good one to look at. But from looking at the two, you can tell they really are very similar. The Brittany is just a little smaller in height, and it's a little smaller in length. And as you can tell, she is also a little smaller in width. Now, keep in mind that I don't know that it would be significant unless you truly do need some more room. And if I remember correctly, the strap that goes on the Normandy is fairly similar. I did not ask the SA to place that on there because I was focused more on the top handles, and I'm going to show you something really important to me in just a second. Here's what I wanted to show you. The Brittany bag is still on the left-hand side, and when taking a look at the handles, you can see that they're very capable of standing straight up. But if you notice the one on the Brittany, when laid down, it lays down pretty close to the bag. The one on the Normandy does not, and that's because it's held up by that brown piece that secures the handles, along with that beautiful Magnolia piping. So what makes it so beautiful is also what makes that handle difficult to lay down. That could become comfortable against your body, and it makes me a little OCD to see it. Although I will tell you that the Normandy looks really beautiful. From the side view, I do think that's very pretty, but I am very much drawn to those handles. Now, I do want to tell you that if you are someone that doesn't like those handles hanging that way, we were able to flip those handles very easily on the inside on this Brittany bag and stuff the stuff into it. So it was really good. I have to tell you, at the end of the day, my comparison between the Brittany and the Normandy, I have loved the Normandy for a couple months now. I have focused on her. But I have to say, I believe my attention has now been turned toward the Brittany. I hope this has been very helpful for you to see. I hope you enjoyed the eye candy. If this video is something that you have enjoyed, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't already, or if you are new to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe. Also, we do have that giveaway that's going on, so don't forget to send me your information via email. And I just hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day, and do not forget, throw kindness around like confetti, my friends. I will talk to you very soon.